When people think of a desert, they usually imagine dry, barren, and endless stretches of sand. But the story of this mysterious desert in Rajasthan is something else entirely. It's a place where the shimmering sands in the daylight turn into a haunting nightmare by night. They say the sand here has something that lures people in, never to let them return. Anirudh, a young researcher with a deep interest in ancient mysteries and folklore, had heard of a remote desert in Rajasthan where the sand sparkled under the night sky. Known as the Shimmering Sands, this place was said to hold a secret that had intrigued him for years. His goal was to uncover the cause behind this eerie glow and bring this hidden mystery to the world. The villagers had warned him about the supernatural presence in the desert, but Anirudh dismissed it as mere superstition. His wife, Radhika, who was always concerned about his adventurous nature, tried to dissuade him from going. But Anirudh, with a passion for discovery, playfully brushed aside her worries and focused on preparing for his journey. Anirudh packed his gear and set off toward the desert, accompanied by his friends, Ravi and Suresh, who had agreed to join him on this expedition. They drove deeper into the vast, desolate expanse, where the atmosphere grew more mysterious with every passing mile. There was a strange chill in the air that unsettled their spirits, but none of them dared to voice it. As they reached the heart of the desert, the sun began to set. The sand, true to its legend, started to shimmer in the twilight. The sight was mesmerizing, and the three friends were spellbound. Anirudh quickly took out his camera to capture the moment, but Ravi and Suresh couldn't shake the feeling that there was something ominous in the air. Night fell, and the shimmering sands grew even brighter. The three set up their tent and prepared to sleep, but just as they were about to lie down, they heard footsteps outside. Anirudh assumed it was just the wind playing tricks, but Ravi and Suresh felt an unease that chilled them to the bone. In the dead of night, a piercing scream echoed through the stillness. The three friends froze, their hearts pounding in their chests. Anirudh grabbed a flashlight, ready to investigate, but Ravi held him back. "This is no ordinary sound. We need to leave this place immediately," Ravi insisted, voice trembling with fear. Ignoring the warnings, Anirudh stepped outside the tent, but what he saw made his blood run cold. Glowing figures emerging from the sand resembling humans, slowly advancing toward them. Their faces bore expressions of unbearable pain, and their eyes blazed with a fiery light. Panic set in as the three realized they were surrounded by these ghostly apparitions. Anirudh quickly retreated into the tent, his heart racing. "We have to get out of here now," Resh stammered, his voice barely a whisper. They hurriedly packed their belongings and ran towards the jeep, only to find it half buried in the sand. Anirudh frantically tried to free the vehicle, but his efforts were in vain. Meanwhile, the apparitions grew closer, their presence overwhelming. Ravi, in a desperate attempt, screamed, "We're not going to make it. They're going to kill us." Anirudh refused to give up. He lit a torch from his bag and hurled it at the figures, hoping to scare them off. But as soon as the torch hit the ground, it vanished into the sand as if it had never been there. The apparitions had now completely surrounded them, inching closer with every breath. Suresh and Ravi let out terrified screams, their voices filled with the terror of imminent death. Anirudh, in a final act of defiance, tried to capture the apparitions with his camera, but the camera failed, unable to capture the horror that unfolded before them. Finally, the ghostly figures grabbed them, and their souls seemed to merge with the apparitions. The desert echoed with their agonized cries, and then, suddenly, all was silent. The next morning, villagers found Anirudh, Ravi, and Suresh's jeep at the edge of the desert, but there was no sign of the three men. The villagers believed it to be another case of the haunted desert claiming more lives and chose to remain silent about it. Radhika, Anirudh's wife, reported him missing, but the police found no clues. The only evidence was a camera with a few blurry photos of the desert. Nothing more. Said that even today, spirits of those three men wander the desert, telling their tale to anyone who dares to venture into the Shimmering Sands. But this story doesn't end here. Anirudh and his friend's terrifying journey remains a mystery, continues to haunt those who hear it. There are even more terrifying secrets hidden in the Shimmering Sands. Are you ready for the next part of this horrifying tale? If yes, then stay tuned, because next time we'll uncover even more chilling truth. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, It's Terror Tale. And don't forget to watch out for the next episode, The Shimmering Sands, The Haunted Tale, Part 2.